Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know, it's not a live, it's a vlog. After much contemplation, talking with my trusted advisors, I think we're going to take a break from lives. So you will still hear from me because I will try to vlog. Vlogs are easier than videos where I have to edit because usually vlogs are just me sitting here and chit-chatting with you. It is Saturday night. It is Holy Saturday. I'm kind of glad that we're taking off tomorrow because it's Easter and I really want to just spend time with Jim and Oreo. And if Mom decides to come over, then of course Mom too. I did want to touch a little bit about what has been going on since last week. I don't know. You know, I've mentioned it so many times before. I don't know where I got this terrible reputation from my family. I know it's from the haters, and I do know that. And, they like to be called haters. Well, I don't really give two fiddles a flying foo-foo because that's what they are. They've come in my life and they've caused chaos, and they've caused upheaval, and they've caused discord in my family. Which is kind of funny because one of the platforms they love to chat on is Discord. It's kind of ironic. But I do want to talk a little bit about Sunday. Just a little bit, though. So Sunday was very impassioned. I was very upset by a lot of things. I often get talked to by a lot of people about I put too much of my life out on the internet. Too much information I share on YouTube. But there's quite a bit that I don't. And I think that part of one of the problems that people are having with me as of late is because I do keep those things private. So I react with all the information. And when you watch it, you think you have all the information. So what I mean by that is what you don't see behind the scenes. What you don't know as far as histories are concerned. And I know that there's a ton of stuff. As much as I feel like people think I've just shared my entire life on the internet, there is so much stuff that I have not shared. One of the things is about my immediate family. I mean, I've talked about going on vacation with my sister and sister-in-law, and I've talked about my sister in Vegas and my sister's son passed. I know I've talked about them, but I really talked about them, how our relationships are, how my relationship is with each of them, or what history we have, and what yin and yang. I made a joke with my friend. And I said, I have always been there for everybody to you need a babysitter, you need graffiti, you need to help set up for the party, you need help going shopping for something, you need a cake made, anything. I'm always there. And I made a joke that my family is not really happy about the fundraiser, so what I should do is I should just bill them for services rendered. Of all the free stuff that I gave them over the course of the years, I should just bill them. But it's okay. I just think that I thought was just funny. So I wanted to share that with you. Not something I'm going to do. I thought it was funny. But there's a couple of things so when you see the world through rose-colored glasses, no, that's not right. No, with 20/20 vision. So the expression when you see something with 20/20 vision means to me that you already know, you already see, you already have an anticipatory way that a person's going to react. And if you already feel some way about somebody, everything they do, anybody who's married, raise your hand. Oh, that's right. Only one or two of the haters can raise their hands. But anyway, anybody who's successfully still married, raise your hand. No. Anybody who's married, raise your hand. So you know how I don't know, your husband is what does he do that's the most annoying? Maybe he leaves the cabinets open. Just leaves the cabinets open. And you have everybody over for Easter, and there's something that triggered you and you see the cabinets open and you're like, oh my God. Like, maybe you're already stressed about getting the meal prepared or making sure everybody is happy and fed and satisfied. And you look over and you see that your husband left the cabinet open. And you're like, geez, Jim, just close the cabinet. Now, this is just an example. This isn't something that happens. But everybody around you is like, what is wrong with her? He just left the cabinet open. But only you know that was the 927,326 time you asked him to close the cabinets behind you. So that's kind of what happened on Sunday. On Sunday, you know, Mom, somebody asked a question. Mom said, held her mouth that she didn't want to address it. And I was like, no, Mom, address it. And I just felt like the reason I wanted Mom to address it is because there is a lot of false information out there. A lot of people believe different things about me that aren't true and about the situation that is not true. And I just wanted to get it out there. And all it ended up doing was giving them more fuel for the fodder, which sucks because that was not my intention. My intention was to show them. Okay, a little piece of private information, and not private, but excuse me for a second. Ma'am, can I ask what you're doing? Is this the Oreo show again? Could you come sit down? We're gonna go to bed in a few minutes. Let me finish talking to the people, and then we can go to bed, okay? Can you get off, Mommy? Come on. You get off, Mommy. Go. Up. Come on. Up. Let's go. Get off. Get off. Please. Oh, she's a mess. Sorry. I got a phone call that followed up with a text message, and the way I was texted back, I was totally caught off guard because it was in a language that I wasn't even aware my mother-in-law could speak. And not because she's been holding her tongue with me for the last 10 years. It's because I've known her for 25, and if she's been holding her tongue, it's been for more than 25 years because I never heard her speak like that. And I was caught off guard, and it made me feel like potentially somebody else put those words in her mouth hole or in her brain or gave her the idea to say that to me. So when she was here, I really wanted to address it because I know she goes on and she talks to her friends and she's in the chat and talks to her friends and they feel one way about me, and it's like so weird to think that people think I'm a narcissist. It's so weird to me because I have been surrounded by them for a long time, and I try everything in my body not to be that way. Alexa, turn on floor lamp. Hopefully that's a little better. It looked like I was like sunken in. So the point that I was trying to make was that I never said the things that she said I said. And everybody's chalking up to me gaslighting as opposed to, no, my mother-in-law really has dementia. She's been suffering and being treated for it since, as you know, 2018-19 when I did the video. I think she's been was handling it really well until a couple of months ago. She missed a couple of weeks, and things just really changed. She is now getting off the medication, I believe. It's just that I wanted to point out to those people, because I know that the people who don't like me will watch this, and I hope that the people who love me will watch this too. But when someone is taking dementia medication or Alzheimer's medication, it doesn't help your brain grow back the lost neurons or nerves. It only prevents them from decaying further. So if this period of time while she's off, if she loses more of herself, there is no getting it back. And I know that you guys are just trying to hurt me, but you are really hurting her in the process. What you didn't see the other day is that she is melting away. I saw a bit of her sharing her apartment and the people saying how great she looked. At first I thought they said gray because yes, that's the color she was when she was here on Sunday, before we even talked. And that her cheeks have filled out, and I don't know what they're looking at. I mean, there's a vlog from 2022, July of 2022. We did a live with Mom's first live in it. I was in my TLSO. Sharon was there. You can go back and look at it. It's on my lives playlist or on my main channel, I think. But you could see in there that she's plenty full in her cheeks and she's got beautiful color. And with the woman that was here on Sunday, and that was one of the things that triggered me. I looked at her and I thought, if you don't like bad language, please cover your ears. I looked at her and said, these stupid bitches are making my mother-in-law like, leave us too soon. And I don't mean me and Jim, I meant the planet. Jim was so scared when he saw her on Sunday because he said that's what my grandmother looked like. And yeah, I'm calling my mother-in-law. I'm calling my mother. I always call her Mom. It's just that it's really hard to see. And one of the things my sister pointed out to me, one of my older, well, they're all older than me. Sorry about that. Was that taking care of her was the reason we came here. So she wouldn't do this, exactly what she's doing. And I know you guys wanted her to be independent. I wanted her to be independent. That's why I left her to be as independent as possible. I encouraged her to keep driving. I encouraged her to make her own food on food nights. I encouraged her to keep helping out with the dishes or whatever it was she was doing that was helping keep her independent. But leaving this house to spend 3 times the amount of money on an apartment is just asinine. And I know there's no other way. There's no other reason you did it other than to hurt us. When Mom said she wanted to move out someplace local, I wanted her to go to the less expensive place so she wouldn't be house poor again. She said that she was house poor. Felt like she was being house poor here. And I didn't want that for her. I wanted her to be able to travel. I wanted her to be able to go places. There's this assumption that I wanted her to stay here forever to take care of us, and that's not true. And it's really funny because when we talk to her, and I say, you know, Mom, they really think that we were living off of you and that we were, you were taking care of us financially. And she goes, well, I tell them in the chat that that's not true. I'm like, well, but they still believe it. And I think somewhere deep down inside, they've convinced you to believe it. Excuse me. Do you need to go to bed now? Is that what you want to do? You want to go to bed in the crib? You ready to go sleeps? Can you just sit for a few minutes, Mom? You just need a few minutes more, okay? Please. Thank you. She says that she writes in the chat that that's not true. But I think that she really, truly believes it. I have said to her many times, I'm not asking anything from you, but you're not trying to help us stay here. You're trying to make us move. She's like, well, I'm worried that you can't afford it. But if I'm like, well, if I can afford it, if I can keep affording it, then I can afford it. But you're not worried about me moving to an apartment that I might have to get rid of my dog, or I might have noisy neighbors, or it might be detrimental to my health because someone's smoking again. Like, you're not worried about us. Like, you're worried about them being right. And that's one of the things that I said to my husband. I said, listen, I just want you guys to know that I know he vlogged on Sunday night on Duty's channel. And I know that he did his own live while I was doing the live with Rebecca. And I understand he's just getting some crap off his chest. And I get that. And it really did hurt. It really does hurt. I feel like it's unacceptable, but we're trying to work through that, you know. He thinks that when they agree with him, that they're his friends, but they're not. And I have to remind him of all of the harm that they have done to him, not just me, that they've done to him and Mom over the last few years. And don't let them suck you back in. The thing, one of the things that made my heart turn on Sunday from having like just a decent, normal conversation to whatever happened, because like an idiot, I deleted it. So I have no idea what everybody's talking about. Like, I knew I raised my voice a couple of times because I got defensive. But I did not attack my mother-in-law, and I did not attack my husband. As a matter of fact, I do have a voice recording of me talking to my husband like he's a bomb. I mean, literally. But that's why I apologized before I even started, and then afterwards. I'm so sorry. I apologize to everybody on YouTube. I apologize to my mother-in-law. I apologize to my husband, who I saw his comments instantaneously, and it broke my heart. So I spent the rest of the evening just like crying. And I don't know why. And that's really what this whole video is about. Like, not only do you guys not know what goes on behind the scenes, so you think you're basing my actions on what you see. You don't base your actions on what I'm basing my actions on. But I just don't know why. I mean, I understand that people don't like me. There's all kinds of people in the world. If you don't like me, go watch somebody else. But to constantly, like, just be, like, obsessive about me and my life and my husband and my mother-in-law and my dog and my house and my weight and my ailments and my teeth and my hair and whatever other crappy bullshit you guys want to just focus on. Get a life. Make your lives better. Do something for the community. Do something for yourselves. I am going to link that live stream in the comment section down below, because not only do I really think it's important that you see how different things were not even 3 short years ago, because it was July, so almost 3 short years ago, 22 months, 34 months. I want you to see. But I also want you to listen to Sharon's beautiful speech. Not just how she talks about me and how she can't understand why this is happening to me, but what she actually says to you people, like the people who come in and mess my life up. It's important. I think it's important. And I do want to point one more thing out that I think I kind of feel like I've asked it on every live. I really haven't, but it seems like I want to ask you on every live. If you based everything that I was lying about on the fact that I didn't have stage 4 cancer, then once you found out I had stage 4 cancer, why do you think everything else was a lie? What makes you think that all of a sudden, like, oh, she was telling the truth about that, but everything else is bullshit? Come on, really? It's just nonsensical. And I know that now she's making bank and she's got her little community and they're monetized and they're just getting all the attention. It's just negative attention, and it's one of the things we learned. You learn when you have a dog, you learn when you have children, you learn that when you have adults with developmental disabilities, you just don't give them negative attention, because then they'll keep doing it. So to say that, I would like to tell you that we're taking a break. I may vlog from time to time. Jim may vlog from time to time. We may even share a cooking video or two. But we are taking a break. I don't even know if I'm going to be on Trump 2025 much, because they've gone so far as to harass Rebecca. Rebecca is not going to not be my friend, because you bunch of liar, a-holes, dirty kitties. What does she call you, dirty kitties? Making up stuff about me. She knows who I am. So, but I don't know that I'm going to keep exposing her to the hate that you guys have for me. So you're not chasing me off of YouTube. You're not making me quit. You're not making me slit my wrists or take a bottle of pills, which, by the way, what would happen if I did decide to do that? Did you ever think about that? How would you feel? You probably just make videos about, I did it because I felt guilty, as opposed to, you've pushed every single person that I love out of my life. Sans a handful. I know, oh no, we didn't do that. You did that. No, you did it with your lies. You did it with your lies and your attention grabbing and your hate. And as we all know, when you turn on the news every night, they don't lead with a kind, happy story. They lead with the hate. They lead with the crime. They lead with the disaster. It's because that's what people like to watch. So hopefully, you guys can keep checking in with me. My email is in the description box of every video, so are links to all my social medias. I don't have my Snapchat on there, and I don't have my other ones. I just realized I should stop saying that, because then you guys will find me and I'm not interested. I don't have other ones on there, but there's links to my social medias and my email address in the description box of every video. Also, if you're interested in helping us stay here, I know that we have this month covered. Potentially, so far, we probably have June covered. I have a couple of things in the works, but it looks like I'm going to have June covered too. So, if you're interested, anything you do would help. Plus, I basically told everybody, just about everybody, because some people donated anonymously, and then some person made up somebody else. Somebody pretended to be someone else. But I've tried to tell the people that if did I do that yet? No, I didn't do that yet. Sorry, I haven't done that yet. If we cannot stay in the home, we would like to be able to use the money to move, but right now it looks like we're going to be able to use it to stay here for now. And there's a lot of things that are back and forth, like first she said this, then she said that. Did she change her mind? She's allowed to change her mind, but this isn't really like an opinion thing. This is like facts, and it's like, the facts changed. Did the facts change? The situation might have changed. Maybe the situation changed. Anyway, but like I've said since the beginning, Jim and I trying to downsize our stuff. We're trying to decorate it to look like, in case we have to show it, we're trying to make everything look presentable. We're not putting any new holes in the walls. We're taking things down. We're cleaning things up. We're trying to make things better. And, yeah, because I'm not sure that we will be able to stay here. We still have a few ducks left, and some of the ducks are unknown. Is it going to be a duckling, or is it going to be a big old fat China white? If you don't know what China white is, go look it up. And if you've never seen a China white mate with a mallard, go look that up too. That's weird looking. Anyway. Yeah. So I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything so much. I appreciate you guys coming here. I appreciate your support, especially those who have positive support, if that makes any sense. I think I'm going to share some videos or maybe some lives with the group, the private group. just them. And then I will be able to keep them updated on things more closely. But yeah, I'm going to take advice from my friend and stop sharing everything on my life for now. Again, I started an email chain. If you wanted to be in the private group lives and videos, please go ahead and send me an email and just say, I've got a whole list still. If you sent me one before, you're on the list. If you, the best way to do it is to send emails. If you are my text message friends, I don't know that I have everybody's email. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't have Marguerite's email, but I have everybody else's email. So it's best if you could do that so that I can do an email chain. So Marguerite, when you get a chance, if you're watching this, shoot me an email at mrsgarthb2@gmail.com so that I can get you on the email list as well, okay? I think everybody else is. Yeah, I think so. I love you. And if nobody's told you today that you're loved, you can always come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you guys very much. And I ask you, please do me a huge favor. I appreciate your prayers. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your love. But pray for those who have obviously gone astray in their lives. Pray for them to come back on the right path. Pray for them to have peace in their lives so that they can live a happy life without trying to hurt other people. Okay? I love you. And as always, take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye.